Hey guys, welcome to another Rated V video where I excite you about plant-based food and travel, but today I'm actually going to talk to you about egg substitutes. Why? Because before going vegan or while I was transitioning to veganism, eggs was actually one of the hardest things for me to give up. Most people think cheese is the most hardest thing, but for me it was eggs. Don't get me wrong, cheese was still pretty hard. But I used to love eggs like every way. So sunny side up, scrambled, like poached, you name it, I loved it. So today I'm going to show you guys different options that exist nowadays that I like to eat for substituting eggs, because just because you go vegan doesn't mean certain cravings are going to go away. I'm sorry, I hate to break it to you. And for all those people who are like, why do you eat stuff that looks like meat or stuff that looks like eggs or stuff that looks like cheese? Well, it's because we grew up most of our lives eating these products, and obviously we still crave them. We just want plant-based substitutes for them. So, because we don't want to either contribute to animal harm, but we don't want all the negative effects that dairy or eggs can give us. So that brings me to my next point. What are the benefits of eating plant-based eggs versus chicken eggs? Vegan eggs contain carbohydrates and plant protein and heart-healthy fats, whereas chicken eggs are high in cholesterol and saturated fat, and those are two contributors to heart disease. So for me, one of my favorite vegan egg substitutes is tofu, and tofu contains all the essential amino acids that your body needs. It is rich in minerals and vitamins, and it includes calcium, magnesium, iron, vitamin A. Tofu and other soy foods are primary sources of isoflavones, which are actually good for your heart. They are chemicals that are associated with a variety of heart-healthy benefits. So, I mean, that's just one of the vegan egg substitutes. I love tofu, it's so versatile, I highly encourage it. And, you know, there's also stuff like chickpea flour. So the thing to remember is a lot of the whole food vegan egg substitutes are rich in fiber and just good carbs and good fats or plant protein. So there's just a lot of benefits that I would recommend to give a try. And then of course there's the novelty items that have been created now, such as like the yo eggs, just egg, and we'll talk a bit about this too. But let's get into some of the whole plant-based vegan egg substitutes. So one of my favorite vegan egg substitutes is actually Tofu Scramble, and I encourage so many people to try it. And I know if you're not vegan, you're probably so skeptical and being like, tofu tastes like nothing. I've had it before, it's disgusting. But if you use seasonings like this one, I love it because everything's all included all in one, and it has a lot of nutritional yeast and 11 grams of protein. And the nutritional yeast provides B12, just FYI. But it gives it such a good flavor, and it's convenient, right? Because you can make it fast. And I'm Salvadoran, so I grew up eating eggs with tomatoes and onions. So as you can see here, I've minced up some tomatoes and onions, and I'm gonna saute these in a pan with a little bit of oil because it just gives it some extra flavor. So then when you have it all sauteed and then it's translucent and softened, you wanna crumble your tofu directly into the pan and you just mix it in. And this is where you add your seasonings of choice. So this one, you can even add something simple as, well, obviously salt, and kalinamak is a black salt that I highly suggest you use because it gives it a sulfuric flavor and smell, which replicates the egginess, right? And then you just add a little bit of garlic powder and onion powder. So you don't need to buy any fancy tofu seasoning. Something as simple as that gives it the flavor and the egg that you want, like that. And you best believe that I had it with plantains and beans and avocado and some house-made cashew crema. I'm already getting hungry just watching this. Okay, so that's one way. And one of my other favorite ways is actually using chickpea flour. So chickpea flour is really good, and you can use it to make omelets. Just know that these omelets are gonna be fluffy, but they're also gonna have like a flour texture because it is chickpea flour, right? But it's really easy to make, and as you can see, you can just make it runny battered like that, and then just add it to a skillet, and voila, you kind of are ready to just flip it and you're ready to eat and just garnish with whatever you like. However, my favorite way to use the chickpea flour as an egg substitute is actually in a batter. So I've used it before in batters for like chile rellenos, like here you can see. You get again the chickpea flour, you add it to a bowl with some water or some cornstarch and some turmeric for color, and then you just mix it up until it looks like a runny batter, and then you just pour it on top of whatever you need as a like coating, like you would an egg batter, right? And then you're ready to fry, and you guys, it makes the perfect replacement. I mean, look how pretty this looks. Doesn't you want to eat it? And then the other way I really like to use it is in a Spanish tortilla, as you can see here. So for the Spanish omelet, I use the chickpea flour as the binder instead of the eggs. So it looks nice and golden like this, just like eggs. And then you have the Yo egg product. This has been really popular recently because it replicates the runny egg. The yolk is made out of chickpea protein and sunflower oils. So it just replicates that, fat that regular eggs have with a little bit of turmeric for color. It's honestly delicious. It's low in calories and it has no cholesterol, which is great. And then the next one is one favorite that helped me wean me off eggs for sure was Just Egg, because this is such a fast way to replicate scrambled eggs. And you just add it to everything and the taste is pretty damn good compared to like eggs, right? It's very similar. So I usually make it in omelets or making these like wraps. So this is definitely one I think everyone should try as a starter to get them off of eggs. But again, choosing the whole food ones is the ideal choice. Well guys, I hope you liked that video. I hope you will try some of these egg substitutes if you're not already vegan. And if you want to check out more vegan travel videos, that's typically what I like to post on here. So you can check those up here. And if you like this video, just make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Let me know what other things you want to see next. I'm coming out with new content, so stay tuned. Bye.